Top 14 final, folks. Toulouse up against Bordeaux. Toulouse, the greatest club side in the world. Well, based on that performance, it'd be hard to argue. People have been telling me for a long time, Mark, you got to watch the top 14. Got to watch the top 14. So the top 14 final was on. I watched it, and I watched the greatest margin of victory in top 14 final history by a record margin. It's blown out all the previous records. I went to the Super Rugby final a couple of weeks ago. That was 41-10. That one was that was a blowout, but it seems close compared to this one. 59-3. The Bordeaux boys were well down in the first half and then absolutely capitulated at the end of the second. We can go through some key events and some stats. But Toulouse are a very, very good rugby team. What could you say? Big Ben Tameifuna was playing for this one. I had read that he was going to be kind of a scratching with injury. He wasn't going to appear, but he appeared and powered through some shoulder pain. But it was pain for Bordeaux early because that man Antoine Dupont showed some power of his own to punish what was essentially a pretty poor kick from Jalibert. Returned with interest by Ramos. Bordeaux losing a line out. Like just mistakes from the Bordeaux boys punished, and Dupont's able to go over. Tatafu then gets yellow carded as well for Bordeaux for a high shot on Chocobares. I mean, potentially he could have even got red. It was borderline, but they give him a yellow. So it's 7 points to 0. And the best moment for Bordeaux in the entire game was a penalty kick, because Willis knocks it on after a carry from the restart. Willis has a very good game generally, but he does make that one error. So it's a chance for Bordeaux to take a shot at goal, to get themselves on the board, and to waste a few minutes at the yellow card. They take it, so 7 points to 3. But then Toulouse get 3 points back during the yellow card as well. Dupont had been having some big carries in the build-up. So 10 points to 3 as the yellow card comes to an end. But Toulouse do not let off the pace, despite the fact that Bordeaux are back to 15 men. They go for a maul, it gets stopped, they go through some phases. And then a great try to Malvaka out in the corner. I mean, Malia does really well because it looks like Malvaka might be going to be pushed out by the Bordeaux defenders, but Malia kind of gets on the shoulder and shoves him back in field. So that one's try time. 15 points to 3. And then I just wrote, no way, man. No way. It's Dupont again. It's line-out time. Malvaka with the pop inside ball. Dupont with the chip and regather. The bounce sits for him perfectly. And it's 22-3. So that is already, I mean, not quite game over, but that's a long way to come back for Bordeaux. They haven't really looked like it. They've just been, I mean, they finally did get a run in Toulouse's half on about half an hour. They had a scrum. They shifted it left to Louis Bielbiaré. They had to check a tackle from Malia to make sure there was no head v head. But I thought it might have been yellow because it looked like there was a brief contact, but the ref says no. But I mean, that attacking play was maybe the best attacking play of Bordeaux's first half in terms of ball in hand. They kept conceding penalties on attack. They kept knocking it on. It was pretty frustrating. They did win a penalty on their own goal line, 37 minutes to keep Toulouse out for a change, which I thought was much needed because I think one more try and it's game over. It looks like Toulouse has got it on 40 minutes because Bordeaux muck up a line out on their own goal line and Malvaka pounces, but they rule via the TMO that there's no grounding for that one. So it's an escape for Bordeaux. They've got like a 19-point deficit at halftime, which is a long way to come back from, especially when you consider Toulouse has had 59% possession, almost double the run meters, 201 to 129. They've had 3 clean breaks to 0, 9 defenders beaten to 5. And somehow with less ball, Bordeaux's managed to cough up 8 turnovers conceded to 6. Damien Penaud's had 2 run meters in the entire first half. It's not been great for them. Ben Tameifuna comes out in the second half. He still looks pretty sore. But Burros, the fullback, who we've not seen a lot of, has a good run. So it's maybe kind of a little bit of optimism for Bordeaux that they're going to be able to at least put some pressure on. But it's Toulouse who get the first points of the second half via a penalty. So it's 25-3. A bit of a let-off for Bordeaux as Ramos shanks another penalty wide. And Ben Tameifuna goes off just before 50 minutes. So he's had a decent wee shift. Uberti also comes on for Louis Bielbiere, who's picked up a knock. Yeah, one of his first actions is to field a Dupont kick and then put his foot into touch, so nothing really going right for Bordeaux. Bordeaux did win a penalty at scrum time, then they proceeded to miss touch with the penalty kick. Also, Jalibert goes off because he's not been able to have much impact on the game, but if anything, gets worse, man. I mean, Aki's looking dangerous. You get an almost try moment from Toulouse when Ramos's pass to Kinghorn gets shelled, but I think it was forward anyway. But then a minute later, and this is where the floodgates open, you get Dupont popping it to Intermac, who makes a line break, a little dink through for Ramos, misconversion, but 30 points to 3. That's definitely game over. Marchand gets a maul try. Flamont, great one-hander take in the air at the line-out, 35-3. Kinghorn gets a try, which was set up by an intercept, 42-3. Ramos, I mean, it's getting embarrassing. They keep the ball alive so well. He gets another one, 47-3. Ionu gets one, 54-3. They're just scoring tries for fun. It is absolute capitulation from Bordeaux. And then even at the death, like, for some reason, Toulouse don't want to kick the ball out. Bordeaux maybe just want to get that one last try. Schoolyard rules, last try wins, right? At least get a bit of a moral cheering moment for your fans. They go very close to the Toulouse line, can't get it done. And then Toulouse proceed to go length of the field. And Kapuozo is able to finish off a great try in the corner. I was listening to the English commentary. Andrew Mertens knows how to say his name, but the regular commentator kept calling him Capuzzo, which is something that's bugged me for a long time about the way people pronounce his name. But hey, what are you going to do? He scored a great try in the corner. Stats, man. Possession, 63-37. Clean breaks, 9-1. Defenders beaten, 31-10. Knock-ons, Bordeaux, despite only having 37% of the ball, managed to knock it on twice as much as Toulouse, 10-5. They saved a very poor performance for last and came up against a world-class outfit in Toulouse. Dupont, 2 tries and assists, 57 metres. Willis, I'm kind of glad he's not coming to New Zealand. I mean, it'd be great to see him. But, man, England could use him. 6 defenders beaten, 71 metres. Kinghorn, 7 defenders beaten, 66 metres. Kloss, 13 from 13 tackles. Goodness gracious me. That's a very, very lopsided final. Toulouse are a very, very good team. Sadly for Bordeaux, they saved, I guess, one of their worst performances for last. But yeah, you guys let us know your thoughts. Hopefully I can watch some more Top 14 next year. But there you go. That is it. The season is done. And we look forward to some test match rugby in not too long. You guys let us know your thoughts. Take care. And I'll talk to you guys again soon. See you later.